So, what I'm about to show you in this video is spiritual. It is not physical. I'm going to compare Elon Musk to the Seth guy in Zimbabwe. I want you to know that God speaks through people, not from your physical point of view. All you are, the Bible says, all ye are gods. So, I don't like to quote the Bible, but I have to use the Bible because it's an Akan book. It's an ancient book that has been compiled because we're still at war. So you need to start decoding yourself from religion, race, culture, and everything else, and see the wicked people who are keeping you in your karmic state of mind, emotional, and the evil that you do to people. You get up driving, chasing, looking for money, so busy with your life, and you're so caught up in that world. What the reason why you are in that world, I'm about to decode it for many generations to come. So you need to step out of the box and really not look at me as a race, or look at me as a spirit speaking out. I have something in here in this box that God wants me to share through this voice box with you. And source energy, you have to find it. You are in a trap. It's called a karmic journey trap, and we are all in it, and not everybody was brought here to do the job, but a few were sent. So count me as one of those who can give you the pure facts without remixing. You can go back to all my old videos, the stuff I've been talking about. I went through the pandemic with not even one of those, whatever it is we're doing. I had to find my way because Source had to guide me through it, and you also have the same power. But it's time now to redeem yourself and separate yourself from the rest of the energy, because energy is everything that is being controlled right now, which is your power, your time you use for work, your time you use for your family, your time, whatever they got you an illusion in, you need to snap out of it and start finding source power within you. And that will mean you have to separate yourself from many and every other things that you think exist, or families, friends, whatever it is. So don't look at me from this point of view as a human being. Look at me from a spirit point of view. Whatever is coming out of me, you can't see it. It's coming out of something that I cannot even control. So I want you to understand that particular point of view. So this video has a second part to it. If you can watch it through, you would understand some of the deceptions that are being used and why you are confiscated, why you are in this jail, why you are so hateful in division. Because your energy is the #1 resources that is being sold or used right now. I love you all. It's one world, one land, one earth. It's your birthright, and it's my right to educate and give the people what I know when Source give me the power and the information. If not, I have a karmic debt to pay. I love you, but not everybody can be part of what we're about to do here, and it's not for everybody. And you cannot judge me. And if the moment you pose a judgment on you, on me, remember that judgment, God is watching you to ask you who gives you the right to judge what I'm doing when I've been chosen to do a particular job. So if you come across this video, it doesn't make no sense to you, or you want to assume something, or you want to physically judge me, it's on you. I'm just giving you that sermon because we live in a karmic time where even when you're standing in line, the person sees you and decides to take their time and play some game to waste your time. That person has to pay for that karmic time some way, somehow, on this earth and this life after. I love you. I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm out. So in here, it's called Seth technology. You get me? All right. I want you guys to listen to this for yourself.
A brief trip into the future with inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso. He's claiming a scientific breakthrough with this green energy technology, an electric car which he says converts radio frequencies into energy.
The powertrain, we did it in-house, which makes it the first electric vehicle in the world that drives without needing recharging systems. On the greener power off-grid machine, it's very unique. For the first time, energy is being generated using a radio frequency and without moving paths.
Chikumbutso is not the typical scientist. He dropped out of school aged 14 and says he's developed his blueprints through research and visions from God.
From God. Source energy. This is what this video is about. All right, let's keep going.
Showroom in Harare showcases his prototypes. A helicopter that operates using any one of the 5 fuels, including paraffin, a drone, and a household transformer that he says can multiply power 100-fold. But he says breaking his disruptive technology into the world has not been easy. He's failed to patent his work.
That's why we end up finding nuclear scientists, electromagnetic professors, so that they can assist us on the patent process. But as you are aware that in patents, anything that violates the laws of physics is not an industrial applicable solution.
Defies the laws of physics. So what God does cannot be physically seen by man. And this is what man is trying to do. Always outdo God and play God.
They classify it as a perpetual motion device.
Perpetual motion device that has no definition for that. All right.
Luis Kupenala, a South African-based Angolan businessman, has poured millions into the project, but now believes it's time to commercialize. He says the Angolan government and a Brazil private energy player have signed up to buy some of their products, but that other investors don't generally believe anything credible can come out of Africa.
We just sell from our skin color. We don't believe on ourselves, but obviously a new generation has another responsibility to change this.
A new generation. He's still talking about color, but it's not about color, but it is about color. But he's talking about a new generation that has to break this code to elevate, educate the rest of the world. And it's going to take somebody who understands from that point of view to this point of view to bridge the gap so that the people and the souls that have been put to sleep and stolen be woken up to see the evils in which they endure or put their hands in. Then they will be able to see the karma that they have become or what they're doing to be part of that karmic journey that has built the world in a way where everybody is under slavery and confiscated by the devil and not doing God's work. And they keep coming back to this earth again to pay for the price of their sins for deciding not to wake the hell up and use their God-given power and let another person think for them without them finding God himself to find their divinity and be able to escape the slavery system so that when you get to the afterlife, you can make it back to your rightful place as a God or as an angel or whatever you were in your past life. We are recycled people. But he's still talking about politics here. But listen close. You see this sign right here? The S? Some say Saturn. Some say Satan. But you see what they did with this here? This is the original African symbol, the Adinkra symbol. So this symbol here actually stands for the source power. Source. But the devil has been able to switch this up for you to believe in Satan, Saturn, and all these other bullshit that when it comes into modern day and when it translates itself to you, you will be able to understand source power. That's why I don't call God sometimes, but I use the word God so that you guys can understand some sort of a little bit of this energy, the source power, because it cannot be defined. But let's go on.
End of paradigm to another level whereby we have to capitalize on our abilities in Africa.
Zimbabwean scientists who spoke to the SABC also
this should not be about Zimbabwe, nations, or anything. But they have created a division. So now black people are going to claim this for themselves and white people are going to claim this for themselves. And it's going to be about divisions, right? So you need to remove yourself out of these paradigms that they've created. Like I said, a nation is a registered nation. That's why they need a pattern to be able to use this technology. Why do you need permission from another person if it's something this good that costs no electricity? You don't have to plug it in. Let's go.
Expressed skepticism, but Chikumbutso brushes the naysayers aside. He says he's determined to ensure that his God-given gift brings energy.
God's given gift. That's who you are, source power. And he has put on his car right here, as you can see, source, right here, S. But it's in code.
To light up the continent and put Zimbabwe on the technological map.
Zimbabwe, again, once again, they're talking about nations. You understand what I'm saying? And the earth is free. So everything you have here is supposed to be free. The food and seeds are given to you by God for free because you are in prison. And he's not going to put you in prison without feeding and taking care of you. You're here to rehabilitate yourself as human race. That's what this earth is about. This earth is a prison. Your body and your spirit is your spirit is in your body and your spirit is in prison on earth that God put you here because you have done something up there that they do not allow you to be there. So when you sin, you have to get a body, come down on earth, change your ways. But while you're here, God gives you everything for free. That's why they provide everything. The water is free. The land is free. The air is free. The food you eat is free. How did somebody confiscate that and put it in the books and technology that now you have to pay to eat? You have to pay your rent. You have to work to pay for a car. You have to work to sleep. Everything is work, and permission from somebody else, because somebody knew this information, came here and I was playing God and has convinced the whole world of it, and has many minions who are now doing the work of the devil. So now here they wake up, they hear the news, they go spreading it around, lying to people when they don't know nothing that they did not research for themselves in the news. So you heard whatever they lied was on the news, and then you go tell another person. You spread the news faster than the news itself can spread. So they say the war in Ukraine is going on. They go tell everybody the war in Ukraine is going on. Meanwhile, he's never traveled to Ukraine. He doesn't know nothing about Ukraine. He doesn't know nothing about military. And he's just listening to the news, living in fear, and spreading fake news and propaganda. This is where we are. So you paid for the karma when you post that stuff on Facebook on lies that you don't know about. Will Smith's wife being smacked. When you're looking at all this stuff and this bullshit lies that Will Smith and Chris Rock fighting, and you know that these guys are paid actors, and you repost that, you're paying for karma because you're helping doing the work of the devil. Let's go.
Shingai Nyoka, SABC News, Harare, Zimbabwe.
So,
Any Appeal Canada's unique
one thing I'm also showing you again. This is fact checkers. Okay? This article says facts, no evidence that Zimbabwe inventor created the chargeless electric car. You see who they're promoting over here? Amazon, Jeff Bezos, on their website, on USA Today. So USA Today is part of the biggest lie in the world. This is the person who wrote this article. Paid, or his face was put, or her face was put on there. So this person is going to pay for this karma because I have exposed the truth. So the person you're seeing here, Jeff Bezos, are paid for they're going to pay for this karma because they have confiscated the world's resources to put this man on, and him as the world richest person, to be able to confiscate your resources and sell it and distribute it accordingly to keep people working and slaving under God's law. So this face here is going to be the face of better karma and the people who put him in charge. So will this person you're seeing here, this person who wrote this article, who's lying because she claims that, fact check, no evidence that Zimbabwe inventor created a childless electric car, right? So this person here wrote this article through USA. So the people of the USA, their bloodline, their children, this is how karma works. That's why we keep suffering and suffering. So they're stealing, lying, taking the money and giving it to their families. But the same family is the same family that you have, that you got to feed, that you go out there. So here on their page, they're promoting another fake propaganda person who's here to steal the peoples who are not walking away from God. Now it says, the claim a Zimbabwe inventor created a chargeless electric car, right? In 2013, CEO Elon Musk founded Tesla. So this is their guy. So Elon Musk is a devil's puppet, or a liar, or a thief, or a criminal who's going to pay for this karma because they put his face on there. He's aware of what he's doing because he's deceiving the masses, knowing damn well that the technology that they're using is from the government and it's to be able to control the population. So when I see somebody driving a Tesla, I know the person is not intelligent. I'm sorry. In 2013, CEO Elon Musk founded Tesla, which has become the largest American seller of electric cars. Electric cars in 2022? We're talking about 2022 years, and this is the technology you want to give humanity? Unless the humanity is sick in their head, or are not walking, or stupid, or something. 1 billion people on the earth, and you're telling me this is the smartest technology you can give the people? A house where you're still paying for electricity? A car you're still paying for payment, and you're still using gas that you got to put money in and services? Are you out of your mind? You know who God is? You know who source power is? Okay, let's keep going. Social media post claim a supposed inventor, has one upped that, right? So Facebook users claim Zimbabwe inventor who dropped out of school at the age of 14 created an electronic car that do not need to be charged, right? He has become the first Zimbabwe to design and make electric power vehicles and hybrid helicopter, among other gadgets, through his company Set Technology. Reads on October 25th Facebook post that has been shared over 1,000 times. The car was used for radio frequencies to create energy, uses radio frequencies to create energy, and uses no moving parts. You hear this? Meaning you're saving yourself a hell of a buck. When God gives, he gives for free, right? Fact check. Electric emits fewer emission and are better for environment, right? So they claim this was false information. It says rumors of the first started in 2015 when Zimbabwe tech news site Tesm was invited to an open day event to report on a company called Self Technology, which the outlet said it had never heard of. Right? Has anyone ever heard of Self Technology? So now they put the rumors of lies and deception. To be honest, I haven't until today. Wrote Victor, whatever his name was. The company will hold an open today, showcase technology that have been working at whatever Bluffer Park, right? So they came out and then they said that this was not true. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So here they are telling you that this man, after they finish everything else, right? The image available on Self Technology, Facebook, Twitter from the event, right? Learners, whatever it is. Fuck all of that. Let's get to the point here. Our rating by the USA Today says what? They claim false. They claim that Zimbabwe inventor created an electric car doesn't need to be charged is false based on our research. You hear this? Discrediting the person. So most of you in your own personal life, you have evils and people in your life discrediting you. They know how great you are, what you can do. They use your energy to do and waste your time to do nothing, because anybody who sees potential in you and is going to misuse your energy and waste your time and let you just waste your time and not be able to be in the position of where you need to be creative so you can manifest the power of God on earth through you, or source on earth, and the person knows your potential and plays you and lets you waste your time on some mindless job, is evil. Okay? So look, they rated it false. Claim that this is 2050, event that include varieties of questionable fake invention. And you just saw the news now in 2020, when these people have been trying to fight to come out to show this technology, right? There has been no evidence in the past 5 years that the car was made, and the media outlets, once again. So this man did not just create that. This is what else they have. The same fake news media that they use to be able to convince a lie to you. Check this out. Is once again same person.
Master stroke innovation, and this time it is an embedded wireless power generator that uses radio frequency to power a television set.
So a TV that they use to even lie to you and bring you the fake news, they can't even give it to you on the place where you live for free. This man has given you God's power, the technology, the TV, without power. Imagine your computers without power, your house without power, because the motors in them are supposed to be able to run and save you that. So now here we are.
Demonstrated his latest innovation to a ZBC News crew at his base in Harare, whereby a TV does not need the electricity connection for it to function.
This is our self-powered TV that we have designed. The first in the world to have such kind of a technology.
First in the world. All right. Now you get where I'm coming from. This is Elon Musk. You Google him all over the internet. He's selling you this. The government is selling you this. Solar technology, meaning you're still paying for some panel, some shit that you don't need. Okay? This man's house, and on Self Technology, they have houses that you do not have to pay for. This is their website, Self, right here. You understand what I'm saying? They have houses that you can power without that solar technology. They have all types of technologies that is free, from cars to homes. Okay? From cars to homes. This is the website. And here you go to Elon Musk website, and here he is lying to the world, face of the government, to deceive the masses and put you to sleep. So you tell me if karma doesn't exist, because as he did what he did, God has also put his person up from a place where there is no money involved, where there is no money. Where we're talking about poor dirt Africa, where is the richest part of the world, it's called the poorest part of the world, because they don't want you to know Africa is the richest part of the world, because the resources and everything comes out of this particular place. And here you are in your jail cells in Europe and North America and Asia, and you're taking the resources from one particular continent. And then at the end of the day, the liars have been exposed that this young man here can outdo what a government agency can use to deceive the whole world. The government agency has chosen somebody, put billions of dollars, suppress other minds and spirits, souls, to put this fake person on here. And then here, God pulls out and pulls a young man, and he comes in out of nowhere. And what does he do? This person comes and defeat all of that purpose. This is karma right in your face in modern day time. I won't let this video go too long. I'm going to leave it as that. And it's for your education and for the purpose of the next generation, because we have to break the spell of evil. You understand? We can't let evil